Okay, so I'm not really a reviewing kind of person because I like too much stuff, but I am going to try and be as critical as possible for this video, and I'm doing this now, well, because it's the 51st anniversary of Doctor Who, and, well, mainly because it's the, I guess, 1 year anniversary of my thoughts on the 50th anniversary video, and let's just see how that goes. So, the majority of this special is fan service. Now, why wouldn't there be fan service? I mean, it's a 50th anniversary special, but the only problem is that the piece of fan service that is the Zygons, to be honest, I mean, they're from the classic Who era, and they haven't appeared since then. But the problem is, in the special, is that they don't seem to be significant for too long. I mean, they're not really that significant whatsoever. I mean, they kind of just get thrown to the sidelines, just to go to the whole big plot of Gallifrey, which is really the one to remember. I mean, people will forget about the Zygons being in there and just remember the Doctor wanting to get back to Gallifrey at the end of it all. I mean, I actually forgot their relevance in the special until I actually started to do this. Sorry, Zygons. Now, moving on for negative things, which I'm surprised that I actually got in here, is the fact that there are refreshing villains, which are the Zygons. I mean, definitely not the Daleks, because they've always been around. But it's a good thing that they're here, because, I mean, it's the 50th anniversary, and they've been around for a long time. I mean, I believe they're the first monsters to be introduced into Doctor Who. Now, it would be nice if they did something similar to the Waters of Mars and the Wedding of River Song, where they limited the screen time that the Daleks received during their designated years. Because showing the Daleks as a main villain too many times will kind of kill their image, because they need to show them at least once a year to be able to keep their rights to them. But I'm digressing, of course. But I quite liked the continuity with the Shakespeare Code, where at the end of that episode, Queen Elizabeth I shot arrows at the Doctor. But at that point, he had no idea why she was doing that, assuming that he actually remembered the wedding, even though it contained both the 11th Doctor and the War Doctor, who he would have forgotten his meeting of with the two. But as a multi-Doctor story, it does well in presenting the fact that the Doctor changes his personality when he regenerates, with how they interact with each other. Second Doctor reference ahoy! And as I'm going about this, it kind of starts to make sense why there would be 13 Doctors that were involved in the whole thing of the Gallifrey moving, because if there were even more, which would be like 12 more, the Time Lords would know that they had some involvement in doing so, or, well, actually, I don't know how the Sisterhood of Khan, already having the technology of Time Lords and being able to control their regenerations, to be able to extend them. Which brings me to the biggest problem, the complexity. To make the show more understandable for new audiences, it probably would have been better if the Doctor still had 2 regenerations left, and that would have meant that there was no War Doctor, and that the regeneration energy from his severed hand was enough to give him full body repair, which would mean that he wouldn't have needed to use any of his regenerations in order to not change. And to not kill the whole emotional feel of the 9th Doctor, it would have been good if they had him regenerate during the actual Time War, and not after the whole 50th anniversary Gallifrey moving thing. And it also won't belittle the speech made in The Doctor's Wife, where House was like, "Fear me, I killed lots of Time Lords," and the Doctor's like, "Fear me, I killed them all." Of course, this would actually be if the Doctor actually went on and killed them all. Just imagine how different the future episodes would be if he actually did kill all the Time Lords. I guess there would have been a new companion by Series 8. And a very awkward Christmas special. And the only way to fix this is to change the whole secret that was taken to the grave. Of course, with a life like his, he must have had plenty of secrets that he refused to share with others. This one was past reference galore, and it included past companions, and it even included Coal Hill School, which was, like, I believe the second location in Doctor Who. For all its flaws, it's actually quite fun to watch. And for now, this is the longest episode we're ever gonna get. He also just called it an episode. Before I forget, I also like the whole 10th Doctor proving the 11th Doctor, kind of making the 10th Doctor's regeneration less sadder. I mean, the second one. I don't know, the sadness is a bit too much, and oh, especially after that, the massive people that probably stopped watching Doctor Who back then. Hey, this guy's good. Start looking at his stuff. And you know what? I don't mind going. But you know what's confusing? The stock footage part with all the Doctors. Is there like a scene where they all get contacted and the 9th Doctor gets all happy by the news that he didn't actually kill anyone? And for some reason he does the whole, I believe, parting of ways display and does his little trick. But as the 50th anniversary for Doctor Who, it's actually amazing how much they were actually able to squeeze into there. I really like the other stuff that was there that year. Google Games, Google Maps, 5-ish Doctors, the proms, and the whole of the Doctor things. Oh, especially the 8th Doctor's return to viewing eyes. Now that was brilliant. It just makes me wish there was like a mini-series with him and some of the things from Big Finish. Overall, last year was quite an exceptional 50th anniversary celebration. And with that, I lead you to remember, it's all timey-wimey till someone regens. See you guys. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do.